নমস্কাৰ মই আজিৰ এই কথন অনুষ্ঠানলৈ আপোনালোকক আদৰণি জনাইছোঁ। আজি আমি মণিপুৰৰ যে অশান্ত অৱস্থাৰ বিষয়ে আমি আলোচনা কৰিবলৈ ওলাইছোঁ আৰু আমাৰ আজি সৌভাগ্যৰ কথা যে নৰ্থ ইষ্টৰ উত্তৰ পূব ভাৰতৰ কেইবাখনো ৰাজ্যৰ প্ৰতিনিধি আমাৰ মাজত উপস্থিত আছে এই আলোচনাত অংশগ্ৰহণ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে। We are really very fortunate that we have people from 5 northeastern states here, and we are going to discuss Manipur. All of us, we know that Manipur is burning for more than 2 months now, and we have today with us Anthony Debbarma from Tripura. He is from Tripura. Then we have with us KV Kharlong, do Meghalaya. And then we have Ibo Meli from Arunachal Pradesh. And from Assam we have Mohan Soikia. And from Manipur we have Nabokishore. So we have altogether we have here the representation of 5 states. Initially, first, I think I would like to start from our friend from Manipur, because the Manipur is burning for, as I said at the beginning, more than 2 months now. So we have a friend from Manipur, Nabokishore. So I would first request Nabokishore to speak on the present situation of Manipur.
Yes, before that, I thank you very much for inviting us to your studio for this show. The present trends of violence conflict going on in Manipur is not going to end very soon because of the kind of deep divisions between the Meitei and the Kukis on the issue of land and then other factors. I think this is also one of the major factors that even the Home Minister, Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah visited Manipur for 2-3 days, and he was there. During his stay there, the firing and the killings was going on, and after he left also this is not reduced. So now there is no any agreement between the conflicting party and the Kuki. Our respected leaders are not accepting to talk in the peace committee or to talk to the Chief Minister. Chief Minister said we also not able to negotiate on that, and the government of India is also not able to bring Kuki leaders and Manipur leaders, including the Chief Minister, together across the table to discuss, to initiate this dialogue. So that means if the dialogue is not possible, then this violent conflict is going to continue. Second point is a large amount of arms are in the communities, in the hand of the young peoples, both sides of Kuki and the Meiteis. And until unless we control these arms, it will be very difficult. And now at present, our army and the Manipur police are having the combined operations going on to recover these arms, but unfortunately near about 1,000 arms recover some ammunitions there. So almost in the valley about 4,000 arms is there, maybe more. And the Kuki armed groups are also with the arms. So these arms are not de-armed or collected, then it is a problem. So there is no any discussions about the ceasefire between the groups, and both are preparing that if you do this thing, I will respond like this. So you shoot 10 bullets, then I will shoot 20 bullets. You know, if you kill 2, I will kill 3. You know, the way the trends moving is a kind of very, very hard lining. And then Meiteis, many young peoples are frustrated. Young peoples are mobilizing themselves in thousands and thousands. and going to these affected areas to retaliate to another party. So I think, and then there is a complications of Assam Rifles and the armies or paramilitary forces who are deployed there to control this thing. They are not able to control at the moment. So therefore, situation seems to be little calm down for a few days and then again is coming up. So and unfortunately our Prime Minister still not able to intervene, which is very, very unfortunate.
Thank you for your initial remarks, but these are really very alarming things to hear, because you say that this the polarization, the division is so deep that, and both the sections are so armed that you don't see easy solution to the problem. It's truly very alarming situation. And now may I request our friend from Arunachal Pradesh, Ibu Mili, if mic can be handed over to Ibu Mili. Ibu Mili, what we have heard from Navakishore is quite alarming. So, and I think if both the groups, they continue fighting like this, peace would be an elusive thing in Manipur. How do you react to it, the situation, the such alarming situation?
Yes, it is a very alarming situation, and what I feel is I think our Prime Minister, he should intervene, because otherwise this will escalate. This might escalate to the another level, which will there will be a great toll of the killings and the property destructions. As of now, we have the figure of more than 100 people have died, and then more than 350 people have been displaced. It will the numbers will go on if the central does not take any measures as of now. And also both the leaders, they have a responsibility towards the people, the Kukis and then the Meiteis. They need to know that that they have a responsibility to their people, their father, the mother, the brothers, sisters, sons and daughters. People are dying, people are displaced, people are they are very distressed. So on humanity ground, they need to come and have a dialogue, like how Sir said. He has mentioned that there needs to be an open dialogue channel, and at least they should try from their end. And also, I think the central government, they need to facilitate this. As of now, the Prime Minister, he has not given a word about the Manipur, though he has a time for other visiting. He dresses up in fancy dresses and goes to the temples and for stadiums and train and other university visits. But he does not have time for the real issues. It seems the way we get the notion is that he does not care about the Manipur. I don't know about that. But as of now, what I feel like saying is that he really does not care for the Manipur.
Okay. You have spoken very vociferously, very clearly. Two things you have said. That one is that, okay, both the communities, they should come to their senses. They should understand that by killing each other, they are not going to achieve anything. The community leaders, the leaders in both the communities, they should think about it. They should ponder over it, and in whatever means possible, they should try to bring peace. And you have also said something very important, and that, of course, the entire country knows about the role of the central government, particularly, specifically, the role of the Prime Minister. So now I would go to our friend from Meghalaya. So how do you see the situation? And you have heard from our friend from Manipur, you have heard our friend from Arunachal Pradesh. And how do you react to the situation? And that he said that, okay, that the Prime Minister, he has time for everything, and he has not uttered a word for the suffering people of Manipur. How do you react?
So thank you very much for inviting us in this news. That we, as a community, as a region, we are expressing that it's very deep concern for us. That it seems that this situation it's refused to die down easily, and until unless we have the open dialogue between the central, the stakeholder, and all the people of Manipur. And very unfortunate, like my friend, they have said that regarding that it seems that till today, it's now it's almost 2 months. The situation is escalated in Manipur, but our Prime Minister, he didn't utter even a single word. He didn't mention any words from his mouth about the situation in Manipur.
There is not even a tweet.
That is so unfortunate. We have seen that he have been in the foreign trip, like in US, in Egypt, but in for Manipur, even for a tweet also, like what you said, he didn't even mention about Manipur. So this is a very bad situation. But at the same time, as a stakeholder of Northeast, I would like to appeal for everyone, both the Métis leaders and the Kukis. They should come together. They should come together and decided and to come to agreement that they should this conflict should end up very soon. Otherwise, we have seen that the cultivation period is almost over, and people, if this conflict is still continue, from where the people they will get for a year to have even food. Now, if we are talking about the students now they are all the academic institution now they are closing. So, like we have seen, Manipur in Northeast, we can say that it's a hub for intellectual. We have seen that also. We have seen that so many intellectual, if you can see from the sport, theater, and
You see,
everything.
Manipur,
I can
dance,
say that
music.
Manipur is very unique in Northeast. So this kind of conflict and this kind of violence, it may affect the future of the Manipur and the people of itself. So that's I would like to appeal for every stakeholder to come forward and have a dialogue.
Thank you very much. So we have a friend from a remote place from Tripura, Anthony Debbarma from Tripura, and our friend from Meghalaya has told us that okay, people have not been able to actually cultivate their lands. Most of them are homebound, or either they are in their homes or they are in the relief camps. So they have not been able to go on to their fields to, you see, sow crops, and that's one thing. Another thing, the schools and colleges are closed. Schools and colleges are closed for more than 2 months. Okay, some time will go for because of the summer vacation, but then, so how do you see this extraordinary situation, and how, I'm saying that how, yeah, Manipur is burning, but how the rest of Northeast and the rest of the country, how can our conscience actually, how can we be silent? Why? Doesn't our conscience say anything about this? How do you react?
Well, I think I really appreciate your channel for bringing this kind of discussions. Well, I think it is very important for all of us, being a civilized human being in the country, in the regions, to actually understand the situations prevailing in the state of Manipur. Now, I coming from the chicken neck within the Northeast, had experience in 1980 where the riot took place, where the communal riot took place. We have witnessed how we have lost our life. Once you lost your life, then it is very difficult your generation to rise again. So we are going back 50 years down the line. So looking at that experience, looking at the loss of the life, I would like to recall and I would like to tell the people, tell the nations, how can one actually observe and see the losing of life of our brother and sister Mighty and Cookie? And in fact, this is not the first time that is happening in the regions. It has been happening for last 2 to 3 decades, like in Assam, Karbi and Dimasa, Rabha and Garu, and we also have seen the Naga and Kuki in the past, and we also have seen in many occasions now the border conflict between the Meghalaya and Assam, border conflict between the Arunachals and Assam, so and so forth. These kind of situations are there. Now my articulation on this particular situation is, one cannot simply articulate seeing the present scenario, but one has to go back and retaliate or compare within the present situation why it is happening. For me, I see in a different angles, in a different way, because as my friend from Meghalaya said, that Manipur among the northeastern state is one of the most intellectual and talented state in all round. They are talented in terms of sport, they are talented in terms of intellectuality, and in fact they are the only people who could really compete with the rest of the nations within the state. Now, if these particular states are burning and losing their life, who is losing everything? Who is losing? I think it is the country who is losing everything. And this is what the government of India want to see. If India government cannot solve the problem of the Northeast and cannot solve the problem of small state like Manipur, then how could India think of becoming the powerful country in the world? Becoming powerful economic. As I have seen the addressing to the US citizens, the Prime Minister of India is talking, say, after 5 years, India is going to emerge one of the powerful country in terms of economic. How can economic growth can take place when there is no peace and harmony in your country?
In a country, particularly in a state.
Particularly in a state. But they think that the natural resources that is available in the Northeast is the only asset in India to make the India as a powerful country. But today, when the Honorable Prime Minister is keeping silent, not even uttering a single word, means they don't want the people of Northeast, they don't want the people of Manipur, but they only want the natural resources from the Northeast. That is what actually happening. Now, being a civilized state and being a civilized society, I think it is hard time for us that we should condemn the act of government of India and not able to resolve these situations, making the situation to go on more than 2 months is something with intention. I think it is the design and well planned where they want to make this state as an unrest state. And therefore, being also concerned on humanitarian ground and understanding the human rights violation, I think government of India is the responsible and accountability of happening this kind of situation in the regions. I think you and I cannot keep silent. I want to request the rest of the northeastern chief ministers and the civil society and the creamy layers and intellectual, artists, sportsmen and activists to come forward and urge and tell the government of India enough is enough and stop this kind of racial discrimination and stop this kind of designs trying to make the Northeast as an address. Wherever we go, we are saying that Northeast is a violent state, that it is very difficult to go. Sometimes we has to face in mainland Delhi, mainland India and South, and we should tell Northeast is never a violent state. Northeast is a peace-loving state, but it is the center who is making this violence to create this kind of situation so that the natural resources can be taken away from the Northeast. And actually, just before I finish my sharing, I would like to quote, when British wanted to conquer India, Macaulay in 1835 addresses in the Parliament of British saying that I have traveled across the land and the breadth of India and I found no beggars, no thieves, no goldsmith. Their culture is very strong, and if we has to break their culture and bring the natural resources, then first of all we have to break their culture. And this is how they have destroyed our culture and have taken away all the natural resources from India, and now they are enjoying this. So similarly, India is playing the same divide and rule policy, trying to divide and make the ethnic cleansing in this manner and make the northeastern region, make the Manipur as an unrest state so that they can deploy more army, so that they can deploy more security personnel, so that they can control over, and when peoples are tired of fighting each other, then they can start mining and take away all the natural resources. And this is what I'm articulating, and I'm seeing the future. And how can we Northeast people can stay silently? I think it is time for us to raise the voice saying that we want peace. Northeast people want peace. Manipur people want peace. And that is what we have to raise. And that has to be our slogan.
Thank you. Thank you. You have very strong words. You have said some very strong words about the present situation. I could appreciate that actually your anger behind these strong words. But now I would go to our friend in Assam, Mohan Chandra Soikia, because you see, I could meet all of you here because I think this morning you were involved in a discussion on Manipur about how actually peace could be brought to Manipur, and there was I think it was conducted on behalf of Northeast Dialogue Forum. So if you could tell us a little bit about why you organized this Northeast Dialogue Forum, why did it organize these things, and what was the motive and what was the objective behind this?
On behalf of Northeast Dialogue Forum, today we are organizing one convention here in Guwahati because present situation of Northeast, it is very burning situation. As of now, everybody is aware regarding the situation of Manipur, that continuously for 2 months it is burning, killings are going on, and all this happening. We are thinking that we are with solidarity of our Northeast Dialogue Forum members for peace building and bringing peace in the Northeast region in Manipur. For that, we are finding some solutions and recommendation and request to the government of India to do something for building peace and harmony in the Manipur situations. Like this, if this situation is not controlled now, then it can be spread in the another states of northeastern state. So we are organizing here. We are inviting many people's organizations, individuals, intellectuals, and we already discussed about the whole situation of Northeast now, that how Northeast peoples are suffering and this ethnic clash, how it's going on, who is benefiting on from this type of clash. Actually, for this situation we are discussing today, and today we are given we are made one declaration that is called Brahmaputra Declaration. From declaration we are requesting Government of India and other parties that this violence should be stopped now. Otherwise, if this is going on, the people are suffering a lot. Yeah, people's life is become very crucial now. Yeah, that's women and children are suffering a lot. Children are losing their educations and all. If this situation going on in future, there is a very bad future. So we should stop this type of situation in Northeast. So we are initiating Northeast Dialogue from this type of convention, and we are from this forum we are requesting Indian government take very active actions to stop this type of violence in Northeast and make peace initiative as early as possible. And from this forum we are requesting our Honorable Prime Minister of India, he should take necessary actions as early as possible. Otherwise this situation will be not under control. So we are organizing this.
Okay, thank you. Now we have actually we don't have much time to go into the details of various things discussed here. And but then before I conclude, I would like to request each one of you, if you can maybe in 1 minute, you can sum up whatever you wanted to say. What is the need of the hour? So if I can request Kishore from first, in just 1 minute, what do you think that right now we should do?
Yeah, I would like to call upon the attention of the nations, the Government of India, because Government of India is involved, suspected to be involved in this conflict, because Army and Assam Rifles are behind the Kuki armed groups and attacking. And the Meitei groups are, civilians are already armed, which cannot be quite not positive sign. And the international communities need to involve, because many arms which are using by other groups are seems to be not a product of India, perhaps is coming from Myanmar or some other countries, and using by this Chin state forces, Chin defense forces under the National Unity Government of Myanmar, who is the government in exile. So this need to be done it. And then all the Northeast actors, political leaders, academics, medias, lawyers, farmers and women groups, artists, every one of us need to give attention in Manipur situation, trying to understand the complexities of the conflict and help to resolve or to reduce the violence or to stop the violence. At least killing need to be stopped first, and then allow many farmers to go to their farms. Both Kuki and the Meiteis need to go to the farm for the livelihood and production of paddy and vegetables, so and so forth. This is one. And open the school, educational institutions there, and then open the 2 national highways and allow the people to travel, so and so forth. In Churachandpur, the health care situation may be very bad. Even the dialysis, there are many patients are there, but they have a problem of continuing the dialysis there because there is no doctor, a specialized doctor. And then one nurse, I was told one nurse was there, but she was shot and killed by the rapid force. Right. So that's how the critical things are there. So this violence need to be stopped. And then all the leaders, I urge that have to come across the negotiating table and then negotiate whatever we wanted to discuss about the differences.
Okay. Now from Arunachal, Ibung Mili, because you see he has already explained in great detail, so I would not go to him this time. So what would you say as your concluding remarks in just 1 or 1.5 minutes?
The concluding remark is the prayer that what Sir has already said, he has already mentioned. So what I can say is I implore all the state people that it is our responsibility. What is happening in Manipur is not happening somewhere in outside of the country. It is happening within the country. So it is a responsibility being a citizen of India. We have a responsibility that we need to be vocal and we need to pressure the government. We need to pressure our state government and also the central government to take actions, and we need to write letters who have the capacity, who are privileged to write letters to the central. They should and pressure the government.
So yes, like we have seen this situation in Manipur. So as a stakeholder of the country, or the great country, and as people from the region, I would like to appeal to all the stakeholders of Manipur states to come together and to join together to bring back peace and normalcy in the state, so that the future of the state and the future of the children and will be in peace and will be in harmony and will be prosperity. That's.
Thank you very much. We are now will close this discussion. Now the consensus today, there is a consensus has emerged in this discussion. First thing, that both the communities, they should stop violence and they should resume their normal activities, like you see, going to the field, cultivation, and then students going to schools, and then the highways should be open, functional, so that the normal activities could actually be restored. That's the appeal. And all the participants, all of you have emphasized on one thing, that Manipur is an essential part of India. So when the Manipur is burning, the rest of India cannot be silent, cannot be indifferent to what is happening in Manipur. And here, all of you, representatives from 5 northeastern states, all of you have emphasized on one thing, that the central government has a very, very important role to play, and they have to play their role so that actually the armed groups are disarmed, people don't have the arms and ammunition to kill each other, and then they have to create an conducive atmosphere for returning the peace to the region. So I am really very thankful to all the representatives here from Tripura, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Manipur for sparing your time and participating in this crucial discussion on how peace could be brought to the state of Manipur. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.